Hello everyone, Andrew back on track again, and today's video is about common quick keepers question. What is the best treatment for the beehives? A few years ago I found a good video on the YouTube, Canadian beekeepers treating these beehives by dipping them into the wax. Obviously it's paraffin solution. Paraffin used for either medical purposes or food production. It's pure paraffin, which usually food producers dip in cheeses and sausages and things like that to preserve them. Dip into the hot paraffin. That's the stuff we have here. So it's pure 100% food grade paraffin. So I just copied that video, Canadian video. So I made a stove. I'm using a timber, some bits of pallets and an old timber. So for that stove, and I made a bath with the boiling paraffin. I'm going to make measurements to see what many degrees is there now. 123 degrees. I hope you can see it. It usually comes to 140, 145 degrees boiling point. So when you deepen a box, a brood box or super or floor into that bath, the water boils at 100 degrees. So basically 140 degrees, all water evaporates, completely moisture evaporates from the parts of beehive. And then when you pull it out, when you boil in 20 minutes there, so it's completely free of any moisture. And then when you pull it out of the bath, it's closed and porous surfaces of timber, so it becomes completely waterproof. So you can leave your brood box or your super in the wet grass for a month and nothing happens, absolutely nothing. There's a lot of different ways to treat beehives. Beekeepers painting with different type of paints, using some oils to treat them inside, but there's no comparisons. This method is the best. I use it in a good few years, and this is, my opinion, is the best method to treat beehives. First of all, I paint in those beehives. I just like a bit of a color and for better bee orientation as well. And then I boil them 15-20 minutes into that bath. Show you the parts which are done. These floors here, they little bit kind of slippy, you can feel it. This is kind of, they were boiled in paraffin. Those parts here, there's little bits and pieces. Hopefully you can see it here. There's bits here on the runners, bits of paraffin left. But that is completely waterproof and sound. It's the best treatment for the beehives. Now painting is done. By the way, I'm using water-based Ron Seal paint. which is diluted 3-4 times with the water. So it's basically it's only color. So there's no solvents, no whatsoever in those paints. They bee friendly paints. So it's only basically the colors. And this gonna dry out a few minutes and we start boiling them. Just want to show you the temperature in here. (147.9) 148 degrees. Bring up camera a little bit closer. So it's almost 150 degrees in here, and we start boil the beehives. What we just have to press, because they floating, you have to press it with something, with another super or brood box. See the way it's boiling. Because timber contains moisture and water evaporates at 100 degrees, all moisture coming out of the timber, and then porous surfaces are closing, the paraffin is closing to enter. There's no more moisture in those hives. So we leave that for 15 minutes and then we go and pull them out and put the next one in. Now it's about 15 minutes since we put that first brood box in. I using these guys for to pull out the brood box from the hot wax, because it's really hot. It's 150 almost degrees. It's still boiling a little bit, but all moisture came out of it. We just hold in a few seconds like that for to get last drop of wax back into the bath, and that is job done. It's really hot. It changed the color a bit. See the way this brood box is white, that one is kind of yellowy, if you can see it. And I put in the next one. Now this is a lot cooler now. So this brood box is completely waterproof. You can leave that in a wet grass for a month. There's no swelling, there's no rotting, no mold, nothing happened to this box. This is the lifespan of that brood box is increased significantly. So especially when you get in the cold weather in winter or in spring, there's no moisture go into the hive. It keeps it dry and better insulated and waterproofed. So that's everything for this video. Thank you for watching, and just the last bit there now. Glory to Ukraine.